Gonna begin by ranking the Spider-Man movies from Rev Dave Journal of Rant and Rave right here. Just lost my page, but first up we have Amazing Spider-Man 2. Just gibberish of a movie. Second up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 1. It was there. It's there, and it does its thing, and it was okay. Spider-Man 3 was like, there was a lot that was there, and none of it congealed or anything like that. What was that, Jan? Jan says she likes Spider-Man 3. Jan, you liked Madam Web. Like, her opinion does. Don't listen to her. Okay, next up we have Far From Home. European Vacation, Iron Man 4 was what that one was. Homecoming, Iron Man 3.5. And it was fine. It was good. I'm not saying any of these movies are bad. No Way Home, didn't survive a second rewatch. When the spoilers aren't there in that movie, it just doesn't work. Spider-Man 1, my high school friends loved it. I never really liked it all that much. I thought it was okay, but it was better than, everything that came before it. Brand New Day, number 2, and then Spider-Man 2. There we go. Always going to be the best. Right there. But let's talk about Brand New Day in this rave about Brand New Day. This is kind of a funny movie for me because the things I didn't like about this movie, are in the spoiler area. So that's going to be in the rant version of this video. Watch after this one. But for right now, I mean, wow, what an experience that movie was. I feel like Spider-Man is the most relatable superhero because he's the everyday kid and he has great power and he's just trying to use that power responsibly from, the saying from that first movie. And we can maybe all relate to that. We have some sense of power and it's hard as an adult to use that power responsibly, which is why Spider-Man 2 worked so well because it's a very adult thing. Even though he's a kid, it's a very adult thing to ask yourself every day, am I using what power, what money, what life, what time I have responsibly? And this is why maybe the other 3 Tom Holland movies didn't work for me as well, because he's still a kid figuring those things out, and he has a team around him in those movies, and he's kind of already a developed character. But the reset that happened at the end of No Way Home was really great and really set this movie up to succeed in ways the other ones didn't, because now he is an adult and he's been adulting for a few years, 3 or 4 years. He's been out adulting kind of on his own. He's friends with the Punisher. He's friends with the mayor of the city. Sorry if that's a little bit spoilery, and that's kind of it though. And he's doing his thing. And so for the emotional journey you want a Spider-Man movie to take you on, this just succeeds all in. It's just, he's such a relatable character. This is the most relatable Tom Holland's been in this character. And it was nice to have some Spider-Man 2-esque stuff in this. Just no notes about the cast. They're all great. They're all even better actors than they were 4 or 5 years ago when they were kids. Man, do they look different though. Oh my gosh, do they look like they are adults now. They look like the teens from the first Spider-Man movie looked, because they were all actually adults in that movie. And so these adults, I mean, they have grown. Ned looks completely different. It's just his face, his bone structure has changed. The relationships, the banter, the Spider-Man banter in this movie works. I would say never been better. Tom Holland is Spider-Man. He captures so well. I love every moment when he told the police, good job, you guys are doing a good job. I just love that. It's just so Spider-Man. The characters in this movie really, really, really worked. Sadie Sink is joining this movie as herself. I don't want to spoil too much. I'll put that in my spoiler movie. But I going into this, there was a character they all thought she was going to be, and then there was the character I was hoping she was going to be, which was Gwen Stacy. And I really wished that I was right. Oh, that's all I'll say. Sadie Sink would have, in this universe, Sadie Sink would have played a much better Gwen Stacy than the character they had her as, which you probably all know. If you've looked at the internet, you know. But anyway, there's always a chance somebody might not. But I love Sadie Sink. I loved her and almost everything she's been in. She's good in this, gets the emotional notes well. The Punisher has never been the more Punisher. They didn't water down this character at all. In fact, he does the most, I'm not sure, but he does a controversial thing at the end, which is 100% what the Punisher would do. Loved that about him, didn't water him down at all. Some neat moments with him. Wonderful emotional journey, wonderful film. The action sequences, other than the beginning, really looked video game-ish, but I think that's what they were trying to do. But there was some excellent Excellent action sequences in this that had me at the edge of my seat that I loved. It wasn't just pew pew pew, things happening everywhere. They were really well choreographed and really well designed and really wonderful. Let's talk about the Hulk. The last Captain America movie was trying to be a Hulk movie, and that did not work. But the Hulk belonged in this movie. Like, this made sense for the Hulk to be there. Unlike the Red Hulk in the last Captain America, like, this was integral to the plot. It was something where you're like, yeah, the Hulk needs to be here in this movie because he's going through this. I will say that the Hulk says to Peter that something's impossible that he did in one of the prior Avengers movies. That was really weird for me. So that was weird. But overall, oh man, what an excellent experience. Now, with that said, we have to acknowledge that the last several Spider-Man movies have not lived up to a rewatching. And that was really true with No Way Home. Really true with Far From Home too. Really true with Homecoming. And I'm curious if I rewatch this again when it comes out, if I'm going to like it as much as I loved it. But for now, what a great movie. Incredible. But go watch my rant on the spoilers and I'll temper that a little bit. So be right back. Gonna go get a drink of water and tell Jan to be quiet. Leave me alone while I'm filming. Just remind her of the rules around here. Be right back.